Hello, hello, welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Hello, Hayak, how you doing? How goes it? It's been a minute. Haven't been able to show up to any streams lately, and I'm really sorry for that. I try to lurk where I can, though. Hope you're having a good one, though. Okay, so, I have played the Stanley Parable many times. Way back when it first came out, and even as recently as like 2017. I've seen every single ending in the original version of the game. I'm so excited to see all this new content. This is one of my favorite games, just from like just a design standpoint. It's so good. Have I played the Stanley Parable before? Hey people, Seth here. Hello, Shock. How you doing? Thank you so much for the sub. 18 months. What the fuck? Has it really been 18 months? That's a year and a half. Huh. Jeez, apparently, wow. Like, I know I just did my 2-year anniversary a couple months ago, but, like... Okay. Time bloody flies, dude. That's insane. Okay. Huh. So, have I played the Stanley Parable before? Yes, I have. Please adjust until the computer is barely visible. Alright. How does that look? Because it's going to look different for me than it is for like you guys on stream. So I want to make sure everybody else can see. I don't care if it's too bright for me. Looks fine? Alright. I don't know if choosing yes is going to beeline me to the new content or what. Enter the current time? It's exactly 7 p.m. It's going to be 7:01 by the time I get to here, so it's just... Oh, I'll wait till 7:01 and hit it right as the minute hits. This is concerning. Why is it asking for the actual time? I'm scared. But yeah, no, I'm really excited. God. Fear. I do. This is already sending me on a nostalgia trip. Like, there we go. I'm very excited. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. So I was hoping to start a little bit earlier, but I ended up going out with some friends. Had a great time. Ended up buying all of the, almost all of the Chainsaw Man books. They were missing Volume 4. But they'll have that for me in a couple weeks, so. What? If I go full screen, is that going to be okay? Oh, what? Stanley? Okay. Hold on a minute. Transform, stretch the screen. I'm breaking everything immediately. Oh, you can see the settings on the background. Oh, I know. That was a feature in, like, the original game, too. Because you can see, like, the background. Okay, so I can't change the resolution by the looks of it. Okay, well, I guess it just looks like this. Okay. Quality, high, I can stay on high. Alright, everything looks like it should be fine. Simplified. There are certain actions that require specific buttons. Excuse me? Hold left and right mouse buttons to walk. No? Subtitles, yeah, I'll keep those on. Show content warning. What? Excuse me? What did they add to this game? Okay. So there may be some darker themes than I remember. So just, early warning on that. Okay. Let's jump in. There's a Coke bottle and offers its ghost of the haunted tissue. Appreciated. I could go for a Coke right now.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
How you doing, Doc?
number 427. Employee number 427's job.
Stanley went to a bar and gave himself alcohol poisoning. Ooh.
427, and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons.
Saw this on
push,
Tomato Gaming stream.
how long to push them, and
So it gave me the option when I loaded it up to say if I've played the Stanley Parable before. So I'm not sure if that's gonna like beeline me to new content or not, but I have seen all of the original endings. I don't know if the Serious Room ending is still in the game. It might be. I hope so. Serious Room was fun.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something.
But the
would
adventure
forever
line,
change
try
Stanley.
cheat code? Maybe.
Something he would
That
never
is how you got
quite
there the
forget.
first time.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized
The
that
adventure
not
line
one
slash confusion
single
ending
order
was
had
my
arrived
absolute
on the
favorite.
monitor for him to follow.
Except for the
No one
broom
showed up to
closet
give him
ending.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
That's really,
Complete
if they,
isolation.
I would buy this
Something
game
was
again if they
very
just
strange.
added more to the broom closet.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were
God,
gone.
it's surreal
What
being
could
back
it
here.
mean? Stanley decided to
It
go to the
does?
meeting. Perhaps he had
Yes!
something.
Worth the price. Worth the price of admission alone. Hell yeah. What are the achievements in this? Get your first achievement, beat the game, yeah. Test achievement, please ignore, that's probably the new unachievable. Click on door for 435 times is still there. I was able to get all the achievements in the original Stanley
came to a
Parable
set of 2
yesterday
open doors.
before this
He
came out
entered the
today.
door on his left.
I got the last few. Enter the door on his left, huh? No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
I
just
do want to
admire
stop
it.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been.
I love
worth
the employee
detour
lounge.
after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Can I like
Stanley
get onto a
simply
chair
stood
now?
here, drinking
Sometimes you can
coffee.
get onto things by running at them the right way.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Should I? Let's go. I don't remember what's downstairs. At least not off the top of my head, I don't.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Come on, narrator.
Here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
I'm starting to remember.
Not the
Okay.
right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
What were you
It's clearly-
thinking?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Hello, Kelsey. How you doing? Welcome to the Stanley Parable.
Down, right, left, down, left.
One really cool thing they did is
Okay,
they gave a
okay,
discount
yes.
to anybody who
I've got
owns
it
the
now.
original
This
game.
story is absolutely
I like
definitely
$10 off, like
this way.
30%. It's really nice.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Close my eyes. Okay,
We just
they're closed.
to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Stanley, who the hell is
I'd
Stanley?
rather
This
than
is the
waste my
spooky
time
parable.
trying to
Ah!
manage this nonsense,
That would've been a
just
great stream
restart
title.
again from the beginning. And this time,
That would've been-
suppose
I'm
we
saving
don't
that.
wander so far off
I'm
track.
stealing that for next Stanley Parable stream. Thank you, Doc.
All of his co-workers were gone.
With your permission, of course. Otherwise, I will not.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
You are the
simply
one who
missed a
said it,
memo.
so. My pleasure, tips hat. Hell yeah.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, no, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I closed my eyes and ignored everything.
Somewhere, or hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want to go over this one. Was that actually the right way? Wait. No, okay. It is still just a maze. God, I, like, vaguely remember this.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? I find it
maybe?
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay,
Oh,
let's
this
give
is
it a
the
shot.
adventure
Why
line.
not?
Okay.
All of his co-workers were
Yeah,
gone.
I'm glad we're starting with the adventure line.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Now I
simply
know
missed a
where we
memo.
are. Imagine if they just added the whole confusion
Okay,
ending.
it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Let's go
Why
back.
don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yee, let's go. Also, I've decided I will be streaming Final Fantasy Endwalker. Like, I'll just be, like, dedicated
I
streaming
knew we'd
the whole
miss
expansion.
something. The story. Here it comes.
So that might be getting
Never
streamed
mind.
very
Not the
frequently,
story.
because once I start
Let's
going,
head back the other
I
way
kind of
and
just go
retrace
hard
our
on it.
steps.
Got paid money for a sale. Completely understandable.
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
I think this is the story. There's a story to be had here.
But I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I don't recall.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! know
I
you
just
put in
got
a
the
lot
you
of
can't
hard
jump
work,
achievement,
and
so
it
that's
really
cool.
paid off. So, good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
How
Some
dare
people
you?
win fair
I
and
walked
square,
all the
and
way
this was
here.
not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Yes! The adventure line!
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley
Looks
Parable
like my
Adventure
attic.
Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Let's not follow the line. What happens? Okay, it's just...
No, I'm
okay.
done. We're living it up to the line from now on.
Whatever this place is, welcome to the back rooms. This is, like, the back rooms of the game at times. So, you're not far off.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny?
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply
I
by
think
the act
so.
of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Oh?
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what?
Looks like there's supposed to be something written there.
Now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes! God, I love the adventure line.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Oh?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in
This is
the
the Backrooms
story.
before the Backrooms came
Make
out.
sure
Final
you
Fantasy
study
dungeon
it
music be
and
like.
remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Gotcha. Okay. I even screenshotted it just to make sure I don't forget a detail of it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I'm sure the line knows what it's doing. See?
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore.
Quick,
To hell with it.
quick, how many individual leaves are on the fern? Oh no. Damn it.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
Can we, though?
daring, mysterious.
I don't know, last time you tried to make up a
If it
story.
sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, that seems safe. Good Employee 420 is very popular.
Yes, this is
I would say
exciting.
so.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Anybody in chat got any suggestions?
No, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the
Love
line
story,
from
nah, it's
having any
cringe.
role in our awesome new story.
Sorry.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it.
Sorry,
It'll
Kelsey.
be fine.
I don't think I have a choice. The adventure line's kind of going crazy right now. Never mind.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So I
Forgot
know
what a
that
circle
each
was.
door has to lead somewhere, which means that
I'm glad I have these
somewhere, the
arrows to
place
help
where
me.
we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
be better than Twilight?
So starting from the right,
God, what an
let
old
us
meme.
ask, will taking the right door
Still true,
lead us
but
to where
what
we're
an old
going?
meme.
And
If I
since
walk the opposite
answer
way?
is
I don't know.
clear
Let's
yes,
find out.
Then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Ah.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how
Speaking of
it
confusion
always
ending,
goes?
yeah. I'm just like really curious if
Determined? So
if it's
now,
gonna like
according to the schedule, I
continue the
restart
confusion
again.
ending.
Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting.
Any love story is
I
better
don't
than
want to
Twilight
forget
is an
what's
old meme, but
going
still
on.
valid. Yeah.
I don't want to be trapped like this.
Very fair.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't.
11
do it. I
items in my
won't
Steam
do
wish
it.
list are on sale. Oh no.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know.
Why don't we
I
just
suppose
wait,
in
huh?
some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
Sure.
Not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's
Restart
where we
the game,
are
coward.
right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. Perhaps he had.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so still haven't seen anything new yet.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, is the slide changing? It is time.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope. Not happening. I am staying here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be
It's a very
here.
interesting broom closet.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As
It's
it
a
is,
really low
he's
poly
literally
broom.
just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yeah.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
It's fun. I'm having a good time.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said
Kelsey
Stanley
Bonk.
walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
And that's why it's so cool. It's an Easter egg.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh,
Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite.
I hope your friends find this concerning."
It really is. It really is my favorite.
Stanley was fat and ugly and rude. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
I forgot about that one.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my god.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Correct,
Out of the
actually.
broom closet,
Am
explored
ghost.
it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
What if there was a corpse? Don't worry about it. I don't have a physical body. There's no corpse. It's just me. I don't think he says anything else this time around. Is this the long-awaited Stanley Parable remake? It sure is! And we're back at it again in the fucking broom closet. How you doing, Felix? You just say hi to yourself? What? Okay, I don't think the narrator says anything else. I think it's time to go.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
A broom closet?!
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey.
Judging by how long
nearby you
Spook's
can
been dead,
handle
his body's
control
probably
to.
worm food by now. Don't worry about that.
Fungus?
Hello, Felix.
You
How
can
you
hammer out
doing?
the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, now I think he actually does stay quiet. Yeah, you're streaming not at 1 to 2 a.m. Yay! I mean, I don't have a stream schedule. I kind of just go live. Why is it red down here? Okay, I know what that one is. Can you see that thing I sent you? I'm gonna go with no. Because I genuinely don't recall. Oh. Got the feeling money is for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. What? The store was locked before. I don't remember ever getting in here. What? Huh. What? I don't remember this at all. So you're saying you should see it, I can't tell you what it is, you're gonna be shocked. Seriously, trash even. What is different with this game? It's the entire original game, remade, with apparently like a full sequel's worth of new content. New endings, extended endings. I don't know about extended, I know the Broom Closet got more. Thanks to Doc here. I don't know what it gives you new in that, but yeah. No, there's just lot of new endings and new content. Eh? Oh. Okay, well. Can you play the first level of Half-Life 3 in this?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not
I
an
remember the code?
indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just
Does
let
it
the
turn into
narrator
Half-Life
talk.
Alyx at some point?
That
Well, considering that it's not made by
anxiety
Valve, I'm
isn't
gonna say
healthy.
no.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Oh, hell yeah.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
I do feel
Stanley
soothed and
calmly walked
rejuvenated.
forward into the opened passageway.
The joke is that the original one had a portal level in it? Yeah. Oh, I wonder what it has there now. If it still has it or if it has something different. Well, I mean, I would assume that it still has it, but like, it might have more. That's just for, like, completely ignoring the narrator at every turn. You play the first
Descending
level of
deeper into the
Elden
building,
Ring.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I don't remember that button ever being there.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into
just
the
find new
elevator
content?
and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
This might be new. Got
Here we
any
are,
new words
Stanley.
for me?
It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. it's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Certificate of what? I can't read that. Oh? No, is there nothing else? Damn. There's fantastic. There's fan art of Stanley X narrator. God, I hope not.
Incredible. Now he's
Okay.
getting back into the elevator and going down
And
again.
the two characters that
Ladies
do
and
not have a
gentlemen,
physical appearance. Stanley
how
does.
does he keep coming up with all of this?
Stanley's is a generic Half-Life NPC. Narrator does not.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Nope.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
What did you go up again? Oh,
Can't
let's
even
find
begin to
out.
grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Oh, what? If it's the boss's office this time. The suspense is killing me.
I can't wait to find out. Is it the boss's office? We can only be so lucky. Oh, whoa, it's the boss's office!
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this. Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
This is amazing.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Okay. Wonder if there's more. There's gotta be like a whole ending to that.
Of course.
I can only hope.
Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
No, go back up again. That is the plan. Can you say something about this? No? Cool. Oh, is he done? Aww. What a shame. Oh!
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense,
This is on
the
Steam,
agony
yeah.
of waiting and anticipating.
If you own the original
Yes,
Stanley
that's
Parable,
the
you get a
real
30%
thrill.
discount.
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same location.
Take a swig with the lads.
Truly, I mean it. This is unique and
it's
not like anything
I already
else out
drank
there. You see,
all
I
my
want
water.
stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have
I will
to
go
think.
get a refill after
I want
this
to be
ending.
engaged and not pandered to.
I was thirsty.
Unimaginative drivel all the time, and we
Wanna just
all
find
know
some
it,
souls,
which is
have
why
fun?
we're
Alright,
so
Felix, have a good
starved
one.
for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, the room where we're holding
We
the press
found new
conference should be
content.
just around the corner here
Live
somewhere.
on stage. World's healthiest human being. How he did it. The pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. He looked so proud of it. Fantastic. Let's go. Yes, me. I went to Mars.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Stanley Parable Stanley tonight on stage. Q&A with the world's first sentient machine. Isn't this like... No. I wish it was the picture of the machine just like keeps having to like push like liquid away from itself or whatever.
All right, are you ready?
I'm
I've
ready.
told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in
Door
storytelling.
sounds like it's from
And what it
Minecraft.
means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud
Congratulations,
of
Stanley.
you,
Remember where you
Stanley.
came from, your coworkers?
Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Need to read all this all and break a leg, champ, your boss. Can't read cursive. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Love the way you ride elevators. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are cool. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. Break a leg, champ, your boss for a second time. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. See, look, there's Stanley. Up again, down again. The Stanley story. Oh, no. The dude who came up with pizza. Oh my god, there's more. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. The Lord meet and greet. Oh my fucking god. Alright. Down and up and down and up. Bro. This is the first new ending I've seen, and it's gonna be hard to top. That was a heart attack ending, I think. Oh my god. That was so good. What if I just keep working, huh? No? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
All of his
What could it
co-workers
mean?
were gone.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed it. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yeah.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all
Hi,
that you
I'm
think an
Stanley.
achievement
Welcome
is
to my
worth?
TED Talk.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort.
Stanley,
At
I
least
did
5
not have
clicks.
sexual relations with
Now,
that
suppose
woman.
you were to click the door 20 times.
You know
I would
what?
say
You're right.
That's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
How many clicks into 417? I'm sorry, I think I zoned out. How many clicks?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. It's farther? No.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
This is bloody ridiculous.
Now, back to door number 437.
I see that door. Like you're a dumb shit in
Let's
the
see.
treatment.
How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Hell yeah.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419?
Yes! This is great! You're
There we
putting
go.
it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. Okay. Which one's 416? 416? Or was it this door? Was it that door? Can I not get it this time? Damn it! The new content door is ruining my life! No! The door with 416 on it. I don't... Wait. That's 415. Yeah, this would be door 416. This is the new content door. It's not door 416 this time around. It's new content. I'll have to try again later. Damn it! Okay, well, I am going to run and refill my water before I go see this new content. I'll be right back, and then we'll be getting right back to it. Hold on a minute, wait. Wait, what? Hold on a second. This is the wrong card. It broke for some reason. Uh-oh. There we go. That's the new ending card, or the new away card. Big thanks to Kelsey here in chat for just making this. I changed it before. It worked last stream, and I think Discord or OBS crashed, like, when I tried to close it. So it just didn't save the change. So there we go. That's changed now. Now I'll be back. Okay, we are back. So I think I also figured out what was up with the end card. It's that I took the lazy route and copied the scene. You need to switch a bunch of stuff over later. Because I'm dumb. So. I do also have water. I got pop and then I got water. I have water. Take a swig with the lads. I am now hydrated. Thank you. Okay. New content. Away we go. I found the 416 door. Does this not count? Damn. Okay. This is spooky. Okay.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, drawing audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley
I
Parable
can't wait.
Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Wait, what if I get back on this? Okay, no, it looked like it would go that way. Alright, let's see it.
So far, it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah, let's go to the content!
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yo, we can jump now! Amazing. Amazing. Oh. Aww.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
That's really unfortunate.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yes.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait.
$4.99 USD, but he gives you 10 jumps. Yes. Very cool.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." Of quality assurance department signed off on this. I'm infuriated and
Always
I'm
riff on
offended, and
microtransactions,
intend
as
to
you
find
should.
these people on Twitter and hold them personally. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I'm glad I had a choice there. I hope this just changes the... Oh my fucking god. Oh no. Who is the Stanley and why does he get to have a pair of bulls? Hello, Assassino. Welcome. You've already missed one of the new endings. But welcome. This is different. Oh god. Hope you're doing well. Hey, it's my old office before everything was fucking weird.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
I don't know. Is this just back to like the normal office?
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise?
Sorry, I'm sorry, I do.
You're a dork. Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
Vent is sus? That's cool. It can be sus. Coffee nut, fuck. Hey, Spook, you're a dork. How dare you?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be, but it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh my god.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Yo, it's Elden
where I've been
Ring.
storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Incredible. Oh, let's go.
You see,
2013, when the
doesn't
Stanley
Memory Zone
Parable
remind
was
you of
released.
How wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release. Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
God, this is so stupid. I love it so much. Good times. Smile because it happened. This is almost as stupid as I am. Dude, I feel that. Bits of music. Oh, I'd buy it. Unachievable. Go outside. I got that finally. I also got a don't play for the entirety of a Tuesday. Skip their first dollar. Oh, did I? Oh, damn. Hang on. Where? Ah! Their first dollar. Slime is much more fitting a hero. Smile, damn it. You fucked up. No, Shock's just dying. Shock's dying and forgot the quote. Oh god.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever
Take a
created.
swig? Okay.
It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
Pretend
It's
this
just
swig is a
husk
highlighted message.
now.
Okay.
A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Memory zone maintenance. Person of the year. Oh my god. Can't believe they didn't have the 8 button here.
Here's
Ah,
another
you're right.
moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I cannot wait to see everything else new. The serious room! Oh my fucking god! They did keep the serious room in. Is it slowly going to go down the list with worse and worse reviews? Is that the joke they're doing? I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm okay with it. I am on board. Yeah, no, so there is no console button. Shame. You can't get back into the serious room in this game. Wait, what? Yeah, but I can't, like, climb up there. I don't have a jump.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Hey, don't go down there? Ooh. Now we've come to the repressed memory zone. Uh-oh. How will it be like that, though, don't it? Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, an online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I see. I see.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a
fucking
handful
called
of
it, you
gags
did.
to insert into the Stanley Parable. But the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Can I, like, whoa, no! No! I just wanted to see if I could turn up the textures, because I can't change the fucking resolution. Because some of the things were very blurry. It's okay.
Psst.
It's okay.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
It started me back in the rip that run you played us all. I'm sorry. I want to see it too.
Okay, you remember
You
how
should know,
cheap
that
and
was like the
satisfying
most
new
genuine,
Ultra
like,
Deluxe
no
content
that I've
turned out?
ever
Well, it got me thinking about the past and how
ever
much
yelled
better
out
the
loud
Stanley
on
Parable
stream.
used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just a little secret.
He played us like a damn fiddle!
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I
Can't
want.
believe you were the person that
Experiences
wrote that
like the
review and
launch
just
of the
wanted to
Stanley
show it
Parable
off.
on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before? And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
It's okay, we'll
Like
get
the
back there in a
stunning
sec.
triumph
God
of
damn.
games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art.
Cannot believe I did. I just wanted to see the settings, see if I could, like, make some of the low texture things look a bit better.
That, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Like, damn, this
It
one
was
positive
literally
review back here
every
I can't
game
read.
ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Okay.
Here's another moving passage, this time from
Let's not change the settings again.
GameSpot.com.
Last time we did that, we learned how to
Stanley
time travel
Parable
backwards.
is both a richly stimulating commentary
Stanley
on the
Parable
nature
was
of
Skyrim.
choice
Does
in
that mean
games,
it just
and one that
works?
offers some of the most enjoyable,
It do just
surprising,
work.
and rewarding choices I've ever
Thank you
been
for clipping
confronted
that.
with
Much
in a game.
appreciated.
9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed
Preparing
halls of
snake
beloved
oil salesman
video game
routine.
memories.
Incredible.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back.
And if we get a horse, can we
all over
climb over
again.
the boxes that are by going at a vertical wall? Maybe.
I don't recall this part of the memory
Okay.
zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Okay.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game.
I just
to full
wanted to read this
completion.
one here.
The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor
Any
and
percent
dialogue
speed run?
proving to be more irritating
I could
than
do the speed run.
entertaining.
Speed the game in under 422.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh no.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking.
Zone of
for me.
repressed memory sounds like a
I
location in the
always
game.
was,
That sounds
to be
like a Dark
honest,
Souls
I had always
location.
thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Oh
Perhaps
no.
the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Man, it's visual whiplash seeing assets that were in Left 4 Dead and Stanley Parable. I mean, fair, but also it's all source, so. Can I get in here? Anything in here? other than that one review that I also can't read. Shame.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a
Some
skip
source, but
button.
still, yeah. No, I know what you mean.
A skip button. Well,
Daggerfall is free?
yes, I
Ayo?
can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh no. No, not a skip button, no! It doesn't have to be this way, no!
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is. So on and
Please
so
don't let
forth
smooth
until
travel into the
inevitably
future. You can't be
we
trusted
all
to travel
until the end
backwards.
of time, at which time
You press that button, I'm gonna fight you? Alright, I won't press it.
blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say...
That's just gonna drops commonly press it. Okay, bet.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice.
Missile
and
knows
living.
where it is because
Of
it
course,
knows where
I
it
happen
isn't.
to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
Cowards.
Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review.
Oh my fucking
so
god!
it's not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not... really only so much I can.
I gotta do this
ramble
one day
on
where I
myself
just let
about
him
and
go
shut
on
you
and on and on
But
and
at
on and on and on
any
and on and on
rate,
and
I
on.
do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just wait. How do we get out of here? Where did
Please
the
do.
door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort or a window or something like that. Do you
Want
see
to
a
hear him
window
voice for
anywhere?
35 minutes at a time? I mean, fair.
A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door.
Oh, it's looking pretty
before,
tempting.
wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through the wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been standing there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely.
I'm aware that the door is fucking gone.
From every angle, I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
That's the thing.
I can't control anything.
You
this
can't.
time, Stanley. I can't. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Ooh.
You're back.
Oh, lights are going out. Uh-oh.
Someone to talk to.
Uh-oh.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person.
Here's an idea.
to
Keep pressing that shiny
speak.
yellow
And
button.
that's just
I think you're onto
how
something,
it's
Doc.
always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It
Mad
isn't the same
narrator
at all.
ending?
It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe...
So you could
it
say,
will.
same as it ever
I'm
was.
not just a...
Uh-oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space
Should I
without
do it?
consequence, without
Rip
action
that
or
plant? Yeah.
outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. and I felt...
Same as it ever was.
I felt...
Oh. Narrator? Narrator? Hey, that's loud. Uh-oh. That button looks very pushable. It do.
But they didn't understand that it was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen.
You right, Doc.
The most immediate desires. Every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do...
You broke him? I think I've done that a few times.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Now we broke him.
Is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Oh my fucking god.
Never the end, is 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 never the end.
It's leaking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is leaking. Oh no. It's bright out. Still can't get out there, but it's bright. It's nice and sunny now. Did they buy this sub from Discount Dan's Pretty Above Board Shop? The button is bent. Oh, I think it was always like that. Yeah, it's just angled. This is reminding me of Portal 2's beginning. Ooh, never mind. This we've reached Slave Knight Gale. Oh no. Oh my good god. Okay, button is broken. Not gonna turn back on. Just kidding about Left 4 Dead. Speaking of Portal 2 co-op, possibly for the sole fact that everybody who I've played Portal 2 co-op with, I've gotten into a fight. Just over the game. Not like a serious fight, but like enough of an argument to be pissed at each other. It's a very chaotic game. Like Uno? You like Uno? Dude, I love Davy Jones' Locker. KFC dating sim. I played that a long time ago. It was incredibly scuffed. That's it! That's it! Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. More new content? Oh, fuck yeah, bud!
You notice my sign? Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Let's go! You mentally broke the narrator and just act like you did nothing wrong. Shh. I did nothing wrong.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out.
Caution laser, caution laser, caution laser. What could it mean?
And any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
What?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh my fucking god.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly
427.
re-release with a few minor additionals?
The end is never the end again.
With a fully fledged sequel, an entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Oh my god.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2. Now
My
that's
fucking
an
god.
artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Oh god, new content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old busted, new content, new hotness. Oh, Jesus. They're back 2 doors. The color red. Man, I really do love the logo for Dying Light 2. It is really cool. Stanley Parable 2 co-op confirmed.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Taste the
But
sequel.
Let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting
Two Stanley,
concepts,
two Parable.
that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Oh no. This way to the show floor. New features, new content. I want to get on the bus. Let's go. Damn. Expo Hall 2. Stanley Parable 2, The Pair of Bulls.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh my god. The reassurance bucket merch. I saw the new content. Where does that QR code go? Hold on a minute. Wait, go back. There was an opening. Oh, I can't go back. They blocked me in. Hold on. Where is my QR scanner? Hold on. I gotta see this. It takes you to the StanleyParable2.com. I'm not joking. Hold on. Let me see. Oh my fucking god. Shock, I'm sending you the link to this just so I can open it up on stream. Because it's on my phone right now and that doesn't really help me. But I'm just DMing it to you for a sec. Also, gotta say, hate that you sent me. Okay, there we go. I can see chat again. There was even a 2 in the QR. What? Really? What? Where? What? Am I crazy? I don't see a 2. Bottom right. Oh my fucking god. I see. Okay, where is window capture, properties, Stanley Parable 2. There we go. Here we go. The StanleyParable2.com. Taste the sequel, now in Expo Hall 2. Learn more. Let's check all those of a sequel, huh? Watch our helpful and informative video to learn more about the Stanley Parable and what the journey becoming a sequel is all about. That's new. If you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out the Stanley Parable. This take me to the Steam page. Okay, just Ultra Deluxe. Okay. No. I want to close that. There we go. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the exhibit. This is 10 minutes long. This is fine. This is fine.
Timmy, what's that you're enjoying? Why? It's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast. But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel? It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that lunch will be everything breakfast was and more. With a little luck, we may even get a trilogy series out of it. Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Timmy? Why? Sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past. We all want the things we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular. New ideas are dangerous, Timmy, and they can lead to early aging. This eager-minded young thinker is just 29 years old. That's why we have sequels, to keep us couched in the familiar and the comfortable. Sequels are the bedrock of a healthy, functional society. And if you look around you, you'll find them everywhere you go. For instance, this man is developing a sequel to
I have not stopped smiling since stream started. This is something.
And in 2 days' time, the man will be publicly stoned to death for his crimes against humanity. Not all sequels are heretical nonsense, however. Here's the man who invented breathing, which is the sequel to suffocating and dying a slow death. Even your parents are getting a sequel, Timmy. Their names are Rob and Jessica, and they'll be taking care of you once your original parents are sent back in time to fight a secret war for the government. Sequels can be very fashionable. This young woman is wearing 5 shirts at once, which is the sequel to wearing 4 shirts at once. Look at Becky over there, wearing only 2 shirts at once. Get with the times, Becky. In fact, there is only one single thing in the world that isn't a sequel. It's this. We don't know what it is or why it exists, but it's the prequel from which all sequels are derived. And just like everything else, the Stanley Parable is getting a sequel too. We all know, of course, that it was your favorite game as a child. Don't you remember those long, lazy afternoons you spent playing the Stanley Parable? Watching your precious youth fritter away hour after hour. We've all wasted our childhoods in one way or another, and you were fortunate enough to get to waste yours on the Stanley Parable. But the Stanley Parable came out years ago, and
This is ridiculous.
You're a man, which is
I
like
shouldn't
the
be
secret
surprised
to
that they
the
went
child.
like this all
As a
out,
man,
but
you want
goddamn.
manly things like taxes and cheating at baseball. You need a man's video game, Timmy. And that's why the Stanley Parable 2 will be perfect for you. It's as manly as video games can get. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the burly hunk of a man who's responsible for the game. Huh, here he is, hard at work. His name is Gregory 8-Pack, and he's the cutting picture of raw, virile masculinity. Gregory is what we call the ideas guy, and he has the most important role on the team. The ideas guy tirelessly comes up with interesting concepts and then hands them off to the rest of the developers for the relatively
I'm
simple
speechless
job
right
of
now.
turning those concepts into reality. For example, he's the one who picked up the phone and declared, "Someone ought to make a sequel to the Stanley Parable." Good work, Gregory. Go ahead and take the rest of the day off. With the hard part out of the way, work on the game can now begin. The game's developers must answer a simple question. What makes a sequel in the first place? Well, it's simple. Sequels are an opportunity
My
to correct
God.
the mistakes of their predecessors. We've all made mistakes, and we've all caused harm to someone we love in order to cover up our mistakes. When developing this particular sequel, it's important to start by thinking, what mistakes did the original Stanley Parable make? Well, first off, most of the pornography in the original game was stolen or pirated. It's time we paid the licensing fees fair and square. Second, the Stanley Parable was catastrophic for this man named Leroy, whose personal information, including home address, social security number, and bank information, were all displayed prominently in multiple locations throughout the game. Although Leroy's money and identity were stolen, the fact remains that his personal information was the emotional core of the game and absolutely vital to a nuanced understanding of the story. As reparation
What
for the
is
harm
this?
it caused him, the sequel will contain a brief and insincere apology to Leroy, tucked deep within the game where it will be difficult to find. Finally, the Stanley Parable made the mistake of leaking too many government secrets about the nature of the Time Wars. Without these intricate details of specific military tactics, the story is likely to make very little sense. But we've decided to remove
Was
them
away
from
for a
the
bit, but
sequel
could still hear
in
with
the
wireless
interest of
headphones.
helping
Sequels
the
are not
stakes
always
up.
good.
We'll get to you
100%.
next time, Dracula. Now then, it's time to set about constructing the Stanley
I'm
Parable
losing my
2.
mind at this.
Game development is a difficult and complex
I
art,
feel like I'm
one
going
which can
actually
only be
insane.
fully understood by this race of hyper-intelligent child soldiers bred in laboratories. They begin by studying the original Stanley Parable. Here it is in its raw, untouched form, a specimen of technological perfection. Time to
Saw
exploit it
2
for
Flesh and
profit.
Blood was worse
We
than the game that
begin by
preceded it.
adding
Both were
jokes.
not good.
The Stanley Parable
I
was
had
most
both of
widely
them.
known for its stark lack of humor, bucking all conventional industry wisdom. It was a bold artist statement that its developers stood firmly behind. But in 2022, it's impossible to reach even a single consumer of video games without jokes of some kind. So very well, jokes it'll be. During its development, over 500 kiloliters of comedy will be funneled directly into the core.
Another
of the
example,
Stanley Parable
Dying Light 2.
creating jobs for hundreds of
Dying Light
machine
1,
operators
fantastic
and producing
following, even better.
30,000
Dying Light
tons of pollutant
2,
chemical byproduct, which will be pumped directly into local lakes, rivers, and beautiful nature reserves like these all over the country. Another common complaint of the Stanley Parable is that there wasn't enough gameplay. And so for the sequel, its developers have gone to great lengths to fix this problem. Here we can see gameplay being printed onto sheets.
combat.
Every video game
Yeah,
contains as
but
many as 1,000
everything
sheets
else
of
is kind of
gameplay.
worse than
And
the
several
first
of the
game.
largest games ever made contain close to 1,500. On mobile devices, the gameplay sheets have to be printed smaller. For the Stanley Parable 2, as many as 35 new gameplay sheets are being printed.
At least it was when I played it. I played it at launch, and I haven't really touched it since, because I just was not feeling it at all.
This man is stealing gameplay sheets from the factory, which he likely intends to use for a personal project he's been developing in his spare time.
A good public stoning will cure him of that inclination. Let's check on Gregory real quick. Ha! Still recovering from a hard day's work. Don't you move a muscle. Next up, it's time to blackmail the press. In a competitive market, blackmailing your local journalist can be one of the most effective methods of creating word-of-mouth buzz for your sequel. In fact, blackmail is the currency of social progress. From your neighborhood grocer to the teacher at your school to the
I feel
man
a lot
who
of the
helps
issue
you
I have with the
steal
game is more
HBO.
RPG gameplay from the previous.
Everyone
That's one of my biggest
responds to
issues.
blackmail. And if you've never done it before, it's easy to practice at home on your friends and family. Simply follow the instructional pamphlet that your teacher hands out after the end of the film. And finally, there's one last tool at our disposal for making the sequel feel fresh and exciting. And that's packaging the game with collector's edition merchandise. If
Yours
you
are more
order the Stanley
tanky.
Parable 2, you'll receive this cow's egg. A single egg will produce over 1,000 cows, which are, of course, the sequel to pigs. And there you have it. Everything there is to know about producing the Stanley Parable 2. Of course, you may know that there is also a game titled The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So which game is the true sequel to the Stanley Parable? It's an excellent question, Billy. One which the child soldiers have been working round the clock to come up with an answer to. And after many weeks of diligent research, the conclusion they've reached is, who gives a shit? All that matters is that it's more content for you to cram down your insatiable gullet. You don't want thoughtful and nuanced answers to complex questions, Billy. You just want to eat bubble gum and cheat at hopscotch. So get out there and consume it. Do your civic duty and bully your parents into buying you every version of the Stanley Parable 2 on every platform. Tell your friends to bully their parents as well. It's through community efforts like these that the world comes together in harmony and connection. And it's only through this connection that we'll defeat Time Dracula once and for all. Don't let the time-traveling vampires win. Buy the Stanley Parable 2 and pledge to support all sequels for today, tomorrow, and into the great unknowable beyond.
You know what? Is that for clicking Learn More? Okay, Learn More brings you to Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Okay. Okay, so it was, I'm going to close these two again. Taste the sequel. This takes us right here, now in Expo Hall 2. Okay, it's all to the same page. Alright, there's no more. That's absolutely incredible, though. God damn. This is very scuffed. Gotta check if my brain is leaking out or not. That's very fair. Please, no screenshots. Office decorations, infinite hole. Excuse me. I don't want to progress by mistake is the thing. I want to see everything there is here. Jump circle, infinite hole. The button says the name of the players that is playing the game. Oh, whoa. Red is the new orange. That's oh, I love the sound my headphones make on occasion when the cable's loose. My favorite. Button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. That's new. Let's go.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious
that I
answer
tabbed out to
is
hear
that they
time
want to
traveling
be
vampires and then tabbed back into Final Fantasy 14 to see LCT posing in front of me.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Alright, let's see.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Alright.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I think I am.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Whoa!
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
Dude, that's so cool!
You! Do it again, do it again.
It said my name!
Jim.
Oh!
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at
Incredible.
the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim Rag. Oh, I don't like that. Sounds worse out loud. The infinite
I suppose I could
hole.
allow
Oh
only people
no.
named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Okay, the reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
I mean,
Can you
fair
imagine
enough.
what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Oh. Whoa!
Can you feel it?
I can.
Glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair.
I
must
feel way
already be
better now.
sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Does it really?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go
Amazing.
on and on, don't they?
They do.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I can't wait for the Stanley Parable 2. If this is the kind of content we're getting,
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
get well some. Happy 12th birthday, step now. Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Well, fuck. Okay. Do I just have this bucket for the rest of the game?
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
You sure? Damn. The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Oh.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No. Okay, that's fair. I did get a bit greedy. The infinite hole? Damn. Collectibles? Oh, exits... Where? Oh, exit is over there. Okay. That's a lot. Fun fact, emotional support bucket also doubles as a vomit bucket if you ever get sick. It is pretty handy. Can you find them? Collect them all? Oh no.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. You don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Amazing.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Achievement for pulling a
Now,
lever.
here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Damn. Worth a shot. Ah, well. They can't all be winners. It just works.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Okay, something up here, and then the infinite hole. Settings world champion. That's new. Uh-oh. There's an achievement for like using every single possible setting on every single setting slider. Oh, it's just the other side of here. Okay. I see. I see. Okay, to the infinite hole. Let's go.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
This is kind of cursed. Cool, let's go.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Press G to return to the surface.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Out of your old aperture.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
But why?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully,
Let's do
but
it.
it's
I don't want
possible
to.
that I slightly exaggerated the
Is this
infinite
Shepherd's Tones playing?
Is it a very
Is that what
big
this
deal?
is?
To be certain it is.
I hate
It's an
it.
extreme.
I really do.
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom
I've
of
been
the
lied
hole.
to.
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is
New
just
mug.
that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
My
I think
hands
that the
don't work,
hole
but
was
I'm
as
trying
deep
to
as
raise them.
anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
No, it's only 30 seconds.
You
No.
then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
No.
I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Anything where we lost him in a gambling bet, teleport, then jump back in? Damn, you right.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I
little
couldn't
bit.
help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had
Sure.
enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have... Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
Really?
With the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing.
The hole is trying to escape. Oh,
Stanley,
God.
I have no explanation for the uncertain
No.
nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not
Holy
working?
crap, spook. Oh, no.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Yeah,
Still
no.
nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
I can't bear to be away
No!
from the hole. And
No,
I spent
please!
More time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's
No,
a
I need to see more content.
You get to
No!
do the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take
It's
care,
the broom
Stanley.
closet all over again. No!
Full rest of eternity.
Narrator, please. Welcome to the whole gang. Oh, no. Narrator? I'm scared. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The end is somewhat the... Rid of a boarding called Atmosphere. The gatekeeper done told you to hit the hole. Dude, I love Atmosphere. Oh, we are descending into hell. Oh! Stands up. Yo, Barrett, I can dig it! Dude, I miss. Oh, hell yeah. played it's in Tabletop Simulator. Holy fuck! Send me the workshop page, please. I will do an atmosphere stream. Holy fuck! I hate this. Remember from Kraken? Damn it! Ooh, I don't like that. Incredible. Need to make a clip and you broke, Stanley.
Stanley! Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley. Because this story is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the whole?
Can I get out of the hole now, please?
You and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
My god, no. It begins again. Uh-oh. I found all 3 games in English. Aw, hell yeah. No, no. No, don't put me back. Okay.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, is this my new starting zone? So new Discord? Oh, fuck yeah! Yeah, no, I will absolutely get the lads to do atmosphere streams. 100%. Bucket. If I go back to the hole, it's gonna be the same thing again. I need to find out. I need to know. And I'll go check the door that says that's new. And I think that's the only thing I haven't looked at in here. Can I change the balloons? No, okay. That all stays. Shock, atmosphere stream, yes, no? Hole is life, I can't go back to the hole. It's very sad. Hole is safe. Ever heard of it? It's an old board game that used to use a VHS for Nightmare, and then Atmosphere was a DVD, where basically you have the gatekeeper who tells you what to do as you play, and it's very cursed. Very fun.
Fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes.
We can easily get trash in.
Well, we'll figure that out later.
I think we need at least 4 people, so not sure who else. Possibly Kobold. Although I don't know if she has... I'm pretty sure she has Tabletop Sim. Or Kelsey. Gatekeeper's the first one, Baron Samedi is the second, and Anne is the third. Oh, that's Nightmare! Atmosphere was just Atmosphere. I thought you meant like Nightmare and Nightmare 2. Not Baron and Anne. Those were like... Baron and Anne were expansions for Nightmare. Either way, very cool.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Pretty sure I saw everything.
Move on now?
Pretty sure I saw everything. got the achievement. Yeah, no, that's everything here. I've been everywhere. Fine, it ended. Mostly infinite hole. Merge settings world champion. Reassurance bucket. Yeah, I've been to everything except for a settings world champion. I guess walk into the epilogue zone. Yeah. Because that's locked. Well, going through there just leads me back around. So, I guess just walk to the exit. I'll go through the epilogue again. See what happens. Just in case. There was a warning line, I think. Was there? Oops. I didn't notice it. Yeah, nothing. Yep. No, that's it. That's all. I hate that. I hate that. Stop. Okay. On we go.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
They're
Yes,
all
I know it's not
fantastic.
exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's
It is
definitely
going
a
to
good
work.
game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm
Here
ready.
it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa!
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of...
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
never mind. Hold on. Let
Is
me
that
do
the
a
skip
different
button?
arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Ooh.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
This is so scuffed. Let's go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I feel like I shouldn't have skipped it that time. Oh well.
All
Prepare
of
to
his
enter the
co-workers were
scary
gone.
door?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
And
simply
that
missed
title
a
looked
memo.
fire. It did. Excuse me, what the fuck do you mean the scary
Stanley
door?
felt the bucket calling to him. Why was he not doing it?
Give me a moment, Bucket. I'll be with you in a second. Hold on, now I can get this one.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this?
Yes, I tried earlier and you moved
Click
the door on
5
me.
times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Yes.
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not
Taking the
feeling
piss out of
satisfaction
remastering game
of
is a very good
witnessing
joke.
true
It
effort
is.
for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true
I'm gonna pass out.
reward
Have a
for
good night.
valiant
Have a good one,
effort. I want to see
Assassino.
some
Don't die. No
muscle,
promises.
Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417!
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Don't die. Don't press skip.
Excellent. I
All
think
right.
we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
Back to 437!
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again. Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
You're right. What was I
Stanley picked
thinking?
up the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
How much does this fucking change?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
I like... See, I want to do, like, fully ignore the narrator,
Was wrong.
but also
Stanley
listen to the
took
narrator
door
with the
on his
bucket.
left to go back to the meeting room.
No. I will not.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No. I listen to no one.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
We don't want that
So
now, do
much
we?
of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay.
Now then, I'm going to run you through
Oh
some
my
test
fucking God.
scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you
Oh
is
my
a
God.
bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Blake, the first in chat. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well.
Item 1.
Blood for the blood god.
Bucket.
Is this a bucket? Is that a bucket? I don't know. It's a tough one. Starting me on the hard questions. I'm gonna say yes.
Incorrect.
Oh.
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
God damn it.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket.
Skulls
not
for
an
the skull
actual
throne.
bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Absolutely.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Started to pop in because Friday I'm leaving at 3 a.m. Oh? Are you leaving at 3
Is
a.m.?
this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
I'm in physical fucking pain. Can I leave now?
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick
Hey!
question. Both. Gotcha.
What? What?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one.
Is it in my hand?
It should be around here somewhere.
Going to Nebraska, this is like a 12 to 14 hour drive. Oh, good God.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket.
Good luck. I've been on
In
like a
full
12-hour
nothing
drive
isn't
before.
a bucket.
They can be fun.
When I say
They can also be
nothing isn't a
exhausting.
bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Yeah,
Do
the first time
any of
because I did
us
it last
know
year.
what a bucket
Nice.
is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all
No!
buckets from the...
No, my bucket! No!
Okay, here we go.
Please, no! No!
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did
Still gonna
everything
drink, though?
disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Fair.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
With whiskey first?
Oh, this is
Nice.
wonderful news.
Very
We're not
good
buckets.
choice.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Hell yeah.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, Here we go. Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of
It's time for me to
comfort
go, so
rushed
you know what
over
time
him.
it is. Oh, all right. Shock, are you still here?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Shock, please. I don't want the game to break. Are you here? Shock might not be here. Uh-oh. Well, in that case. Lake, thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. Have a great trip. Take care. And have a good one.
Still no
Okay.
one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
How
That your
dare the
relationship is
closet!
purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Is there anything more? Is that it?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate.
Right when
no
I went
more
to take a
discussion.
drink. Ow.
Take our
Oh my God.
broom closet with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order
Yeah,
of
man.
things.
Fuck this closet. Still gonna sit in here, though.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Let's see it.
You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
You're right.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
But shouldn't that go on everything then?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Is that it? You done? What if I go back in? Okay. Alright, moving on.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, yo!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
Oh, hell yeah!
no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
It's all I
That
need.
sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I will.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Let's do it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored.
Can I
like
knock it up here now?
guinea pigs.
Did they fix this? Okay.
Bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything.
I need this for like the speedrun achievement. There we go. That's a weirder angle now. Oh, it's too late now. It's just making me mad, but I'm not here often enough for that to matter. That's all good. Ah! I was able to do this like consistently on OG Stanley Parable without like any issue. Don't know why I'm struggling now, but yeah, no, basically for the speedrun achievement you need to be like really precise. It's pushing me off. No. No.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It
Oh my
really
fucking
wasn't
god.
so bad down
Did I just
here.
get another ending?
Cold, perhaps.
Oh my god.
After some time had gone by, they installed a few
Oh, hell
shelves
yeah.
as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
Oh no.
It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just
Begin
a
again,
run.
Stanley.
The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't but it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending adventure. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Begin again. Let go. Can't believe I fucked up and got a different ending. Wow.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Fuck the meeting room.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Emotional support bucket. Yep.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room.
That's gonna take
Go
me back
somewhere
to,
else.
is it a
The
bucket, I'm
cargo
assuming.
lift. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I see that. If you're Mount Goga, should I do it by myself? Up to you. I'm probably going to be wrapping up after this ending, I think.
Go into
'cause
this
it's been like
dark
2.5
room over
hours.
here.
And I need to grab
Stanley
food
once
quick.
again obeyed blindly.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
No.
Pick up.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk.
It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Meaning, "I'm Dunny with the funny now." Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
That's just
Collecting
something
hard
Trash
data
would
from
say.
your audience
Just
on
in
how
general,
well they work
unprompted.
throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long.
Well, something to trust,
and should
alright.
include the same question reprinted several times.
No, I
Just
can
to
absolutely
ensure the
see
survey
Trash
taker
just
is actually
showing up
paying
and just
attention and not
saying
simply
something
throwing in answers
stupid.
at
Nobody
random.
laughs, and he's like,
And
I'm
that's all
dunny
there
with the
is.
funny.
With these
That's
strategies
it.
at your disposal, you'll have
I can
audiences
see him
doubled
doing
over
it.
in laughter, and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated.
Is it?
Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So, with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's
Hell
head
yeah,
back.
let's go.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the instructions.
This is hurting me more than my knees
Otherwise,
are.
who knows where we'd be
In a
right
good
now.
way or a bad way?
Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Bad? Oh. Damn. My bucket sticker is gone. How dare you? Okay.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone.
Damn,
Now
you're
the
right.
timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors. They entered the door on the left.
Left. Got it.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Stanley,
Oh.
you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though
Oh,
all of
no.
your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
No, let me down.
Fun of Stanley
Let me
taking the
down.
bucket, which was the whole
Let
point.
me out.
I just
Let me out!
Jukes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay. You start just carrying around my that's all good. Now the game is dealing, well, not all good, but
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it.
game is dealing
Oh,
psychic
won't we
damage to you
all
a
just
little bit.
laugh and laugh
I
at
mean,
the
it
time
always
I
does,
thought
but
everyone had gone missing. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
oh,
Why don't we
absolutely a
take
fun and
minute
unique
just to
place.
drink it all in. Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time.
You
want.
asked me the
Right
question!
now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible
Oh,
and
fuck
see
yeah.
how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Oh, does he just start over again? Take a swig. I'm out of water. Ada. I got no more water. Straighten that spine? Okay. That I can do. Spine has been straightened. Okay. The sequel is now paused. Amazing. Okay. I think this is actually a good place to end for the night. I'm loving this so much. God, I miss the Stanley Parable. Alright, who is live? We gotta find someone to raid. Want to do the pint anyway? Lol, it's just out of stock. Ah, no, that's because it's not a drunk stream. That one gets turned off on drunk streams, and I'm off to bed. Alright, Doc, have a good one. Thank you for being here. Where is that take a swig with the lads you just redeemed? Refund. And redeem the others. There we go. Smart. Let me see. Kobold playing D&D. Oh, let's go raid Kobold. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you had a good time. Good God, I'm loving this. I've missed this game so much. I cannot wait to play more of it. So thank you all, and I will see you all next time. Thank you, Shock, again for the resub, my dude. Really, really appreciate it. Have a good one, everybody. This is not the normal ending card. It's broken right now. I will fix it for next time, I promise.